Hi guys, so today is the day that we got to go on our carnival cruise. So we headed off in the morning at about 7 a.m. and jumped on the local train, which was going to take us up to the city. If you've ever had to ride one of these trains, they take way too long, often way too crowded, and it was just never a comfortable trip. But managed to get a little bit of a sleep in, and then we finally got into the city. So this is what you see right before you get into Central. Then it was a quick ride from Central on another train just to Circular Quay before we got onto the ship and got through security and finally got to board the ship. Went up to the top deck and had a really, really nice time just looking at all the sights. So my husband is a very engineer brain guy, so he had fun looking at all the tugboats. Then it was time for our first drink on board and first bit of food. So started with the Guy Fieri Burger Bar. I am eating so quickly, I feel like I must have been absolutely starving. Already have sauce on my shirt. What an absolute menace. I managed to eat about half of this burger. I took all of the bun and everything off it after I took a couple of bites. And of course, extra pickles because I just absolutely love pickles. But if you've had one of these burgers on board, you'll know they're pretty good. And considering they're free and you can kind of just go up and get them whenever you want, no complaints there. Then we went up to the adults only area, which is the Serenity on board the Carnival Splendor, and went back out for a really, really nice view of the city. It was quite spitty and cold. Then once we got going, stood and just kind of watched the ocean. It's one of our favorite things to do. You can see it looks quite a little bit scary out there, but it was beautiful. Then we went to the Golden Pearl for our dinner seating, and I had steak, and it was pretty good. So I've got a little swim dress on. We're going to go off to the spa, so we've got the special spa room. So we get access to the thermal suite and the spa room, the thermal suite and the hydrotherapy pool, whatever it's called. So it's like the warm pool, which is amazing because obviously we're doing this cruise in winter. It's very cold, but I still have my lovely tropical dress on. So we're going to go and enjoy that for the evening. And then after that, we're planning to go watch a show, and then it is 80s night, so we're going to dress up. So I will see you then. 80s night came around and I always love a little bit of a dress up, so I went a bit of a Madonna, Cyndi Lauper kind of vibe. It was so much fun. Had lots of fun with the makeup, and then we went to this rock show. It was so bizarre. I think it was supposed to be like a song show. There was kind of no narrative, but there was this like steampunk vibes going on. They had beautiful voices, I won't lie, but it was just kind of wacky, the whole thing. I enjoy a good show anytime, even if it's terrible, and unfortunately I have to say this one was not great. I enjoyed some of the music they played, but majority of it really wasn't rock. This part really got me. They started singing Bohemian Rhapsody and it was so culty, and it was just making us giggle so much. It was quite kind of funny, but overall, the show, I probably would not go and see this one again. It was the rock show on board. We managed to see the VIP show on the last day, and I actually preferred that way more. This one just felt very rushed, and the costumes were bizarre. So, yeah, rock show on board of the Carnival Splendor was not a favorite. Beautiful singers, very, very odd narrative of what was going on. So, yeah, as you can see, culty vibes all around. Wasn't a fan of what was happening, but all the old chooks in the front row seemed to absolutely love it, so go off, I guess. But yeah, it was not for us. Then it was the next day and we had some breakfast. I went to the omelette bar, which was so good, and Sam was very, very happy with his breakfast. And we got back to the room, and if you know anything about like cruising, you get your little towel animals. So I got this little guy, no idea what he's meant to be, but I loved him. I think a bear maybe, so cute. Spend some time just absolutely relaxing by our balcony. That was just so lovely. I just couldn't get over the view. It was a perfect day on board the second and third day, whereas the first day looked a little choppy when we were in Sydney. As soon as we left, we got the sunshine, so there was absolutely no complaints there. And then the afternoon came around and we went to do the Build-A-Bear workshop, which we've never done before in store or anything, so we went and did that. Took forever because you have to go by numbers, but that's okay. We ended up with this little cat. We named it Sploot, and it's got a little carnival shirt on, so she's going to be coming all around the world with us, which I can't wait for. Managed to get this beautiful sunset over the boat. It was just such a beautiful setting.
It was really nice just to spend time with my friend Chloe and her mum. And then tonight was elegant night, so I got dressed up once again, crown and everything. They asked me if I was a queen. I said no, that's too many responsibilities. Definitely a princess. Got a beautiful little cheese plate at dinner. And if you know anything about Carnival cruises, there's this whole thing about collecting ducks. So we found this little duck and we named him Hummus. And so he shared dinner with us, gave him some olives. He absolutely loved it. And then my husband, he got two mains. I got this beautiful chicken, and he got some chicken schnitzel and a pasta. So he was a very happy boy on board. There's my beautiful friend Chloe and her mum Mia. And then we had some dessert. Since I've gotten the surgery, I can't eat everything, but it was nice to be able to try little bits of everything. I won't lie. That was really good. And then if you've ever been on a cruise, there's always like a dancing part at dinner time. So I was just absolutely boogieing down. You've got to just take your moments, have fun with it. And we went up on the top deck where there is actually mini golf, which is so cool. And we had heaps of fun playing mini golf. I did not win. My husband won yet again. He's very good at it, but I had lots of fun. There were some kids absolutely pelting the balls, which was quite funny. And the next day, breakfast again, hit up that omelette bar. We devoured that. And it was just so nice to see everyone laughing, having fun. And then we spent some time today just relaxing. So my husband and I took some books. We went to the Serenity area again and just got some sunshine. And it was just absolute bliss. So I managed to get a little bit of reading in before we just chilled out for the day. I was loving that sun. You can see there, you can just see off the coastline of, I think it was Bega, so that was really cool. And then that night we went to bingo. Didn't win a single thing, but I love a bit of bingo. I love having fun with it, so that was good. And then we went down for the Grinchmas themed dinner. I had roast beast. It was delicious. And there's my husband's two mains yet again. Hello. Then we had beautiful Grinchmas themed cakes. Loved a little bit of dessert there. And then this is the night we decided we were going to have a little bit of a party and a boogie. We watched everyone else have their little boogie. We saw the chefs and everything. That was really, really fun. So it's always just a fun time on board, especially like this time of night where everyone gets up and dances and all the waiters and everything. They're just so lovely. And then that night we went to karaoke and a lady stole my karaoke song, so I had to take it back from the sidelines. I was just absolutely getting down. This is Proud Mary, if you know it. And it was just so much fun. We had a couple of drinks and we were boogieing. And then we decided that night, let's go to the club. Let's do a bit of casino, do all the little things on board before, obviously, we had to disembark the next day. Could have been a bad idea, but you know what? We had so much fun. And then there's my husband. First drink of the night. Jello shots. Delicious. Absolutely spat it out everywhere. And then we hid another duck. We found another little duck and we actually hid it right up there, staring at the security camera. It's watching you. And then off to the club we went. We did a bit of dancing. It was just me and my husband at this point. So much fun. And then here's me the next day, clearly looking very fresh. So got off the boat, headed back on the train. It was a train, a bus, a train. It was crazy. And then we were home. So thank you so much for watching. We had so much fun. And our next video will be me leaving. I've got 14 days. See you then. Bye.